This does not come out very often, and when you see it, you can't unsee it.
Hi, I'm Juliet, and I manage the Pixar Living Archives here at Pixar. Welcome to our custom-designed, state-of-the-art facility where we keep the artwork that goes into designing all of our feature films. But what you'll see is there's more than that. We have the history of Pixar, which began more than a decade before we made our first feature film, Toy Story. Here we have the beginning of Vault 1, and there's several vaults here. We organize everything by film in chronological order. So starting over here with Toy Story, then going to A Bug's Life and beyond. We work really closely with our filmmakers from the very beginning of when they have their earliest ideas of a film in development, and we want to make sure that it all ends up in the archives so we can continue to utilize these materials for the future. So if we were doing some research for Monsters, Inc., maybe when we were working on Monsters University afterwards, we would come over here and we would find the Monsters, Inc. section. And once we're inside of our vault, I know that we have a database that matches all these numbers, and I can look up where's the artwork, where's something that will show us what Sully's apartment looks like versus the scare floor. Or sometimes there's photo reference from research trips that the filmmakers would take. We were founded originally in a very organic way. A lot of earlier Pixar employees were really big fans of the Walt Disney Company, and they always had an archive. And Jonas Rivera, who started as a PA on Toy Story, was a huge Disney fan, and he saw people just sort of drawing for the film and then throwing away the art, and he would go in the trash and collect it from people's offices, and he was like, we really should keep this. You have no idea what this art might be one day, what this film is gonna be. It's the first ever computer animated feature film, like who knows? And because of him, that's literally how the beginning of the archives was founded, is just him stashing away artwork from people's offices. All this artwork that we see is created truly just to convey an idea inside of someone's head. This is what I think this world could be. This is what this character could be. And so artists are drawing and creating all day long, every day that people come to work. So we have art that's done with marker, pastels, paintings. We have art that's on a paper towel because the idea came to them while they were having lunch and they found their napkin. And we have a whole separate isolation room where we store all the maquettes, they're sculptures, that go into sort of bringing the character more to life. Bree, I mentioned how we make maquettes here, sculptures. I think we should go pull something.
Yeah. Oh, I have something in mind from one of our early short films, Tin Toy.
Ooh, Tin Toy maquette.
Yeah, and I'm going to need your help because it's kind of big.
Oh, I think I know which one this is. Oh, gosh. You got it?
Yeah, and we're just going to go onto the cart behind you.
Okay. Not all the maquettes are quite this big, but this was very early days where we were more experimenting with everything.
Yeah. Let's go take this to Christine and Lauren because I think that they have some stuff they want to talk about with this.
We just celebrated our 30th anniversary of our first film, Toy Story, and what you may not know is that Pixar has a much longer history that goes all the way back to the 70s.
Pixar was originally part of Lucasfilm, and we actually spun out of Lucasfilm 40 years ago.
This is our announcement to the world that we existed. So up to that time, we were working on computer graphics issues. We were creating a high quality hardware that was called the Pixar Image Computer. And in fact, we named our new company Pixar after our Pixar Image Computer. And that computer could do amazing things. It could be used by different industries you would not expect. Then we also made short films that we used to shine a light on our main business, which was actually about making filmmaking tools.
Yeah, I love this newspaper kind of clipping where we're announcing that we are officially have been acquired by Stephen P. Jobs, not a name that we commonly refer to Steve Jobs as, but very formal, and the employees of Pixar. So this is a faceplate for the Pixar image computer. This was our very high-end graphics processing unit that we sold often to kind of anyone who needed them. And so we were selling it under Lucasfilm, and then when we spun out, we started selling it as Pixar. And so these are some things that show us how it was being marketed. So this I love. It really shows when we're in our Lucasfilm era with that branding there. We have some t-shirts from our very first year when we were on our own. This is both 1986. So this is from NCGA, the National Computer Graphics Association. And this is from SIGGRAPH. SIGGRAPH was kind of where we always went. We found a lot of our employees there. It's where we had our people to talk about kind of where computer graphics was going in the field.
We think of this cabinet as Pixar before Pixar, and it contains all kinds of interesting things. So we talked about the Pixar image computer, and over here, this is what 64 megabytes of RAM looked like in 1986. It was very large. And here is interesting stuff, products that you might not know about. So Pixar was not making money, and we had to figure out how to have an income stream. One of the first things that we did was try to figure out how to sell things that we were already making for ourselves. One of them being textures for that, digital textures for the outsides of items. So we made 128 of them, and you could buy one of them on a floppy disk if you know what those are. We also sold this software that we called Showplace. So you could take objects that we were giving you in the software package, and then you could arrange them in a decorative way. Showplace was one of our signature items in 1991. And by the time we were doing our press photos in 1995 for Toy Story, there are Showplace boxes being used as computer risers.
Because it's the 40th anniversary of Luxo Jr. as well, we wanted to show you some things that we have that kind of tell the story of Luxo Jr. So this is literally the story of Luxo Jr. This is written by John Lasseter, who directed it. It's really a story about a parent and a child and this kind of play that they have. And here are some thumbnails of the action that John is envisioning happening on the screen. This technology was very slow and very primitive, and so a lot of times we were drawing things out fully so we could really understand what it was going to translate to. Really early storyboards, if you will. When they were first doing kind of for Luxo Jr. the animation of the lamp, one of the employees at Pixar actually they took reference photos of this person in the parking lot jumping over a trash can to simulate what the potential action of the child lamp might be. So we made Luxo Jr. It was a fantastic short that really got people excited about the potential of computer animation. After that, we made Red's Dream, and then we moved on to a short called Tin Toy, which was about a baby and a little tin toy that was scared of the baby. We have this sculpture that they made of the baby head that I guess we'll show.
This does not come out very often, and when you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's why. But this is special for you.
Okay, let's turn it around.
God. All right, so let's take it out. Oh my goodness. And it's really heavy. And when I first saw it, it was in a Pixar image computer box. So here it is in all of its glory. This would have been used to, the reason it has these lines scored into it is they used a digitizing wand to digitize the vertices. They did as good a job as they could.
This, I think, was Pixar's first human, and so there was a lot that we were figuring out about it. The Tin Toy, of course, was very successful. It won the Academy Award for short animated films, and it then kind of was our jumping off point into making a feature.
And word had started getting out in the industry as well about how there was this company that was not in LA that wanted to make this computer film. And that's how Toy Story came about.